Yes, shalom, Israel. Grace and peace be unto the 12. We going into Psalms 131. We're gonna get a little back to back real quick so we can get this Psalms done. And plus we still got the parables of Christ. I was running them both at the same time, but I don't have the time that I had when I was trying to do that. I really didn't have it then, but I was trying to force it. And maybe I should try to, you know what I'm saying, start forcing it again. Force as much as the Lord's word down the throat of the people, you know what I'm saying? Like in Isaiah 62 fashion, but I'll get to that later. Let's go ahead and give shout out to who's in the lesson. Lawa, how you doing? Grace and peace be with you. Shalom. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Um, yeah, like I said, glad to see you in the building. Glad to see you in the building. Christina, yep, hello again. Peace be with you. Shalom. Shalom. Sarah, see you in the building. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Glad to see you here again. And yes, back to backs. Let's go ahead and get the back to backs and get these lessons in. So that way the word of the Lord again can continue to be put out to the people. Because what do we need to do? We need to scream from the rooftops, shout the word of God to the people of God. All right. So let's go ahead and get to it. Let's go to Mark chapter 14, verse 3, and we will get started. And wait, Isaac, you got a shout out. Somebody said, what's going on, Isaac? All right. Well, you're taking up the mic and then you saying that you just want to hold the mic. That's all you want to do. You just want to take it and hold it. And then you hold the mic and then ask the mic, do you love me? You know what I'm saying? But Mark chapter 14. Mark chapter 14. For anybody that don't know, it's a best man reference. You know what I'm saying, y'all? So if y'all ain't seen the best man, you need to see it. It's a great classic. Mark chapter 14, verse 3. And being in Bethany in the house of Simon the leper, as he sat at meat, there came a woman having an alabaster box of ointment of spikenard, very precious, and she broke the box and poured it on his head. And there were some that had indignation within themselves and said, why was this waste of the ointment made? Why was the waste of the ointment made? For it might have been sold for more than 300 pence and it been given to the poor. And they murmured against her. And Jesus said, let her alone. Why trouble ye her? She hath wrought a good work on me. For ye have the poor with you always, and whensoever ye will, you may do them good. But me you have not always. She have done what she could. She has come aforehand to anoint my body to the burying. Verily I say unto you, wheresoever this gospel shall be preached throughout the whole world, this also that she have done shall be spoken of for memorial of her. So whenever we bring out the true gospel of Jesus Christ, the message given to the 12 tribes of Israel, the word given to the people of the Most High, who are the slave descendants, who are oppressed to this day, who are suffering the curses of Deuteronomy 28, who did not keep the commandments. And now we are trying to bring the commandments to our people again. We're trying to bring our identity to those people. And we're also trying to bring the commandments, the instructions, our way of life to our people that goes with our identity, because we got to have a matching heritage. We got to have a matching culture to go with the people, because we are people without culture and without understanding of who we are. So now we got an understanding whenever we bring out this gospel and speak it to those people. The one that's telling the Israelites, the slave descendants, the people we call black, whenever we tell them to keep the law, statutes, commandments to the day they die, we always going to remember the woman, put the ointment on the body of our Messiah, Jesus the Christ. So without further ado, let's get ready to dive on into it. Psalm chapter 131, verse 1. All praise to the Most High for noise cancellation. Matter of fact, let me turn it up a little higher just for Isaac. Yeah, all right. So we gotta make sure we got him on point. All right, Psalm chapter 131, verse 1. Lord, my heart is not haughty, nor mine eyes lofty. You know what I'm saying? Let me start again. Lord, my heart is not haughty, nor my eyes lofty. Neither do I exercise myself in matters or in things too high for me. So the first thing he's saying is, I don't be trying to take part in things that I don't understand, things that are beyond my pay grade. You know what I'm saying? There's a pay grade we all have. And some of us think that we should have a certain amount of knowledge that God isn't giving to us yet. We are not looking for something that's beyond us. We ain't trying to search for the deep things. The secret things belong to the Lord. When you understand the secret things belong to the Lord, you're going to focus on the basic things that he has instructed you to do. He's told you to do your job. Focus on your job. Somebody else's job is not your lane. You stay in your lane that the Lord has provided for you. And then when he decides to open up that freeway for you, then you'll be able to do that. But right now, focus on the small things. You got to start small. You got to crawl before you walk. Ain't that right, Isaac? You know, see? You got to crawl before you walk. You got to crawl before you walk, and you got to walk before you run. You cannot just immediately just get to this high level that the Most High hasn't given you yet. You haven't ascended to. You have not been promoted to. The Lord will promote you. Promotion comes from him, and the promotion he does, he promotes you in wisdom. If you have not been given that wisdom yet, then you don't need to be worried about it. So your eyes should not be, you should not be haughty, aka prideful, thinking you're better than what you are. And then he also lets you know you should not try to exercise yourselves in great matter, something that is too much for you. If it's too much for you, stay away from it. It's not where you're supposed to be. You can observe it, but do not try to intertwine yourself into it. Do not try to actually engage in the matter because you are not ready for that. You dive into something, you dive into arena you're not ready for, you are going to get swallowed up. It's fine. You can watch on the video, you can watch somebody fishing for sharks, and you can watch somebody you can watch somebody doing safaris out there with the rhinos and the giraffes and the lions. But if you have not learned about animals from afar, do not try to dive in there and get up close and personal because you are going to have a bad ending for yourself. So what you do is learn, sit back, be a student, put yourself in a place of a humble servant, a humble steward. Let yourself be that squire. That's what you got to be. You got to be an understudy. You have to be mentored into that. So that's what you got to understand. So again, Psalm 131:1, Lord, my heart is not haughty, nor mine eyes lofty. Neither do I exercise myself in great matters or in things too high for me. Understand your place and play your role. Psalms 131:2, surely I have behaved and quieted myself as a child that is weaned of his mother. My soul is even as weaned as a child. So when he says, So when he says, I am weaned as a child, again, you have slowly been brought from the basics, from the milk. So as a child, you were on the milk, and then now you can separate yourself from the milk and you can kind of walk a little bit. You can kind of handle yourself. But you first have to get that milk. You have to behave yourself and quiet. When he says quieted myself, I have told myself to shut the hell up. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't really understand what's going on. So I watch all the great men above me. I watch them speak. I watch them say things. I listen to what they have to say. I digest their knowledge, and then I bring forth what they have spoken. I don't bring forth my own personal ideas and imaginations. Wherever I get, whatever I think of, whatever my internal thought is in my clock, guess what? It's going to be from the Lord. And the Lord is speaking with the elders first. He's going to go to the gray-haired man. Why? Because the gray-haired man has had more time to get to know him. He spent more time with him. It only makes sense to do it that way. Most High knows how to deal with order. So if he knows how to deal with order, we need to deal with order. Psalms 131:3, let Israel hope in the Lord from henceforth and forever. And he says, and let your faith be in God. Let your belief be in his way, how he does things. When you got your faith in him, when you let your understanding of life be lined up with the Most High God scriptures, the KJV, the Bible, what he's telling you, then that hope in the Lord will lead you into living in eternity with him. You will get to survive forever. Why? Because you have hope in him. If your hope is in him, then you are going to seek out what you hope for. So this is Psalm 131:3. Psalm 131. It was not a very long chapter, but hey, get Psalm 131 in. I pray everybody gains some understanding from that. Hey, and if it be the Lord's will, maybe we get Psalm 132 sometime later on tonight. I don't know. We'll see. But other than that, Israel, I love y'all. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all's day. Happy Sabbath. I say happy Sabbath. Enjoy the rest of y'all's afternoon. Enjoy the rest of y'all's second day of the week. Grace and peace be unto the 12 tribes. Shalom. Isaac, you don't tell everybody bye? Say bye-bye. Okay, well, nope. He ain't gonna say bye-bye. Now he gonna talk once I get off here. Shalom.